What was that like? What was the conscious decision of, okay, I'm going to film this?
To be honest, I don't know. Like if you
Mm.
take me back to day one, I had no vision of like this being what it is today.
Yeah.
I don't know why I decided to film it. I don't
Mm.
know what I was planning on doing with it,
Yeah.
but when I started this, I had 400 followers on Instagram, and half of them were people I went to school with. And so I was really like, it really got into my mind, like when I was posting, that everyone that I knew was going to see this.
You wanted
Um,
them to see it?
Not really.
No, you didn't.
Not really.
Okay.
Not really. I like, and that was part of the thing that was causing anxiety for me on the content side, was like the only people who are going to see this are people that I know, and I want to reach other people,
Yeah.
but like I got to break out of like the people who are following me first, and that was tough. But yeah, I don't know why I chose to film it. I think it was going to be like a cool journey to document, but I really had no like goal in mind. I didn't think that I was going to do it for any extended period of time. I thought it was going to be this cute, like, I'll do it for like 3 days or 5 days, and then as I got into it, it just like brought this beast out of me. Like, what if I can just go another day and another day, and what if I do 50, or what if I do 100, or like, and so it kept going and it kept building. But on the content side, you're right. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, you guys create content too. There's a lot that goes into it. From the visuals to the audio, and then obviously, with it being content on social, it's got to be something that grabs people's attention. So, what are you doing to have some decent amount of retention there?
Yeah.
And so yeah, there's a lot that goes into it that people don't see. Um, Figuring out what I'm going to talk about. At some point I was doing like these snack reviews, and it's like, what am I going to eat? And, so making sure all of that was like buttoned up before I even, went outside,
Yeah.
was a task in itself. And then obviously there's like the post-production side of it
Yeah.
too, right? Like I finished filming it, and I'm, freezing my ass off, and now I got to go inside and I got to edit this thing and post it.
Okay.
Because I'm doing it all same day, right? There's no like lag in
Yeah.
in the content. So, yeah, it's been a grind for sure. Like,
Mm.
I would love, like, if I could take it all back. It's a double-edged sword, right? Because, part of this, I shouldn't say part of it. The whole motivation to doing this for me is to inspire people to live a better life, and not necessarily go down the same path that I went through. And so to be able to do that, you have to put yourself out there and talk to people, and teach people, and reach people in a way that you're not used to doing. But if I could, wave a magic wand and just do the ice bath for my own selfish benefit, because I do get both physical and mental benefits from it, and not film it and not have to deal with, the content side of it, or like, responding to the DMs, or like, how am I going to edit this? What is it going to look like?
Sure.
Um, I don't know. It's a toss up. It's a
Mm.
toss up. But again, like I said, I wouldn't change it for the world. There's been, a lot of positive things that have come out of doing this. The relationships I've built with people, and the messages that I get are very, um, they're they're pretty crazy, man. Like, when I first started, I was getting a lot of messages like these. I didn't think they were real. Like, these people were telling me that they were about to commit suicide, and they watched my video, and they had a second thought, and they didn't do it. Um, and I was like, no way. There's no way. Like, somebody's like life is changing this much just by a guy who's getting into cold water. Um, but it happened, and I don't know. I'm so grateful for the platform that I've been given, just because it's been able to, um, I think, help people out of a dark place that I didn't really have when I was growing up.
Mhm.
Is that where you realized like the power of your content? Like the true, like, this is more than me just getting in a ice bath.
100%. Yeah, yeah, 100%. When I started seeing messages like that, I was like, this is way deeper than me just getting in an ice bath and making a goofy video while I'm like eating maple syrup off a piece of ice. Like, it's way deeper than that.
Did you?
If people are really truly struggling to a point where they do not want to live anymore, and they're watching a 90-second video of me getting into cold water, and giving some kind of inspiration that you can make it through another day. um yeah, it's way deeper than just me at this point.
Mhm.